Right. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday, y'all. Um, we're gonna do some streaming today. I'm at the desk. Me just arrived back to the desk. We had the gas station car chronicles. That it wasn't a long one because I basically took care of my business. I just wanted to get a cup of coffee for this live stream, and me and Daffy rode out for a little bit, right? But this live stream right here, wait for a couple of y'all to get in here. It's going to be about this man right here. But we'll cover a couple of topics, but more so is going to be about um, this guy over here, Curtis. Yes, 50 Curtis Cent Jackson. Curtis Jackson, right? Is that 50's last name? Jackson? Curtis Jackson? Isn't it? Curtis Jackson.
Dad, I heard the fact that was that bad.
Yeah, it's Curtis Jackson. I believe it is. Yeah, my mother was a Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Right, yes. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a million times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Right? But yes, it's going to be about Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Curtis. Right? Because he's like, right now, right? And a lot of people are on the fence what he does as far as all right, first let's make sure we sounding good. Let's see how we sound.
Build a website you love with Wix.
How would a level?
For your words, create your brand.
How would a level?
For your words,
level sound good.
Create your brand.
Level sound good. Okay, that one sounds good. So if I know that one sounds good, the other one sounds good as well, right? I'm dropping a lot of content though, y'all. Look at Amani. Amani won. Look at Amani. Here it is right here. We're going to be speaking on this guy right here. Curtis. Right? And I want to get a read from you guys, man. I want to get a read from you guys. I see they still have yet to send out my notifications, so nobody's in here yet. Now, it hasn't been like that lately. A lot of people have been tuning in and tapping in, so I'm going to wait for some people to get up in here before I proceed with the proceed. Hey, Rain, would you like a sip of this coffee? No, you can't have none of this. Nasai, would you like a sip of this coffee? Would you like a little sip of John coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee. That's a little sip. This a little sip. That's it. It's a little sip. Just a little sip. Nah, no sugar at all. You don't do the sugar. Sugar's not good for you. You know? We're going to wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here. Hit the like button. We're going to be talking about Curtis Jackson, man. He's a Jackson, man. Curtis Jackson. My mother was a Jackson. I got royalty bloodline, man. Jackson Jones, man. The bloodline is historic, man. We want to get a couple y'all up in here, man. I don't want y'all to miss this morning thesis. Then I'll probably go to the library a little later and do the professional settings. Right? No deliveries today. We just relaxing. We get back on the delivery horse maybe this week. You know, maybe I'll venture off. You know, Christmas and all of that, Christmas Eve, because there'll probably be a lot of money out there while it returns and stuff. How was your breakfast, Natalia?
You're supposed to warm it up.
I don't care.
I am for real. You didn't want your cup? Like cold. You did get backwards. I'll be back in like 10 minutes for that one. All right, I'm trying to wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here, man. I want y'all to steal the content. Man. All right, you know what? Let me help the process out a little bit, man. I need the other device. I don't have Instagram hooked up to this, man. There we go. 2 in the building. Top of the morning, WCS. Good morning. But yeah, we're gonna speak about 50 Cent's the 48 laws of power and the 50 law of power, how he is out here moving. Now, a lot of people, Dame Dash and many others, are saying that the powers that be, and this is all, conversations say, they're saying that the Jews are using 50 to destroy other black men. Right? And I'm going to highlight his past beefs or issues because I want to take a different stance on that this morning. I want to show that what 50 is doing to P. Diddy is nothing new, that what he does if he feels that you are his enemy in the art of war. This is what he does. And I'm going to, show Big Meech. I did a piece on it. Literature's out there, as well as the Amani literature. Shout out to Amani, right? You guys are watching from the bushes. Another one of my fighters, right? I'm claiming my fighters now, man. Here he is because you watched me in the gym working with him. He just won the silver, right? That's what I do, right? I look, and this isn't a boxing live, but it'll be a boxing live later on. But I just want to highlight some more of my accomplishments and stats, right? This is another wave that is unfolding in front of all of you jealous fans, you boxing fans, you guys that sit online and talk boxing. This is another wave unfolding in front of y'all that I have been putting together, developing, right? You watched the Earl Spence wave unfold. You watched the Jihad Tucker wave unfold, right? A lot of you guys still did not acknowledge me, right? You're watching another one unfold. But now I am going to force you to acknowledge me because you have to attach my brand. This is Shanewz Boxing LLC. I am a motion maker. I am an influencer. And I have the stats to show it now. You guys sit online, just like I have the stats on all you to show that not only are you jealous fans, you attempt to undermine people, you're jealous, you have weirdo tendencies, you're outright cornballs, respectfully, you're cornballs. And I have a list of y'all. But shout out to Amani, won the silvers yesterday in Rochester, New York. We got him ready Thursday night. Shout out to Gio the Juggernaut, I call him. Italian Gio. They had a good sparring session. Amani went up there and handled his business. So now he is a silver champion. He's piling up his accolades and the confidence too, by the way. Right? He's getting his confidence up. And he's on his way, man. And you guys watched all of this unfold once again. Right? So when you talk about me in boxing, because that's what you guys do. You guys talk about me in your little groups, your little chats and all of that. Talk about the stats now, man. Talk about the stats, man. Put some respect on my company, my fighter development, media, marketing, management, consulting company. You niggas overlook me for content. Now, with the content, I got you niggas looking like what you are, jealous goofballs. Because this is all the stuff that y'all was into, right? The AI and the graphics and the thumbnails and all that, the illusion. That's what y'all was into. I do all of that now. But not only do I do that, yes, I have receipts on my work, man. I have certified receipts on my work, man. And I not only do I have receipts, I also have this, right? What I like to say, I have the motion detector, right? They always talk about my views, right? But I can show that how when I talk about a particular fighter, how others will attempt to try to talk about them because they see me talk about them. That shows leadership quality. That shows that I'm an influencer. Because if I talk about a particular fighter and then you try to go behind me and talk about the fighter, but you wasn't talking about it, that means I influenced you to speak on this fighter. Even and this is how I used to put the bait out there, right? I did it with Jihad Tucker a lot because I watched guys attempt to undermine my work. I watched it and I never said nothing because I laughed. I laughed. Now look, I don't even really talk about Jihad. If you go on my page, I probably haven't had a post about Jihad. I haven't reposted none of his work, none of that. He does it on his own now. And I noticed that how a lot of you guys that were doing that aren't even shouting him out no more. Why? But I guarantee if I was to have a million Jihad Tucker post on my timeline, a lot of you guys would have attempted to try to undermine it and do your own thing. Do you need to do your own thing? But I guarantee I'm going to make you guys start messing with other fighters that I'm messing with. But you won't know that I'm messing with them because how I'm giving it up now. Oh, man. Everybody's calling. Hold on. Hello. Think about it. You didn't. I don't know what I'm thinking about. You didn't tell me nothing. No, I don't know what it is though. Yeah, I don't know if I have all of that. That's too much. Yeah, nah, it's too much, B. Yeah. Yes, it's too much. See, business is back up and running. You heard that? Business is back up and running. That was too much, you know, too much. See, we conduct business over here, right? But back what I was saying, yeah, a lot of these newer fighters that I'm going to be working with or I'm already working with, you guys won't know. You guys are just stay in the bushes, and then I just put out receipts and stamps in front on y'all. But let's get over here to 50. Let's get over here to 50, right? I want to talk about 50 this morning. 50. So a lot of people are saying that they are using him to destroy other black men, right? They are using him to destroy other black men. And I want to say something. Oh, that was a fire piece I did. Look, hold on. Let me just highlight this. This right here, right? That's a fire piece I did. It was all good just a week ago, highlighting how fake your idols are. This is Derrick James and Earl Spence, and this was well put together. A breakdown of their, civil lawsuit that they got going on that's ongoing, and I posted this. This got a lot of views, right? A lot of views, right? Listen to the write up right here, right? Um, Shanewz Boxing LLC, source reaction. Spence X Derrick James paperwork versus principles. Let's clean the timeline up and kill the noise, because that's all it is noise. But you see, when you expose the facts, you expose the fakeness of the YouTube, the boxing community, right? Earl Spencer, Derrick James, the narrative floating around gimmicks. What this really is money, memories, and missing paperwork. Here's the source breakdown. The real issue, Derrick James says there was a verbal 10% agreement on total earnings. See, right there. Keyword, total earnings, he said, right? Now, if you know anything about the boxing business, which a lot of you guys always claim to know but don't know, the coach receives 10% of the guaranteed purse, but Derrick James puts total earnings, the total earnings, but he didn't have no paper. We'll get to that, right? So Spence says the deal was 10% on the contracted purse only, which is standard. Are y'all following this? Put a one or a source in the chat if y'all are following. If y'all in here, because I'm not going to break this down later at the library. I'll break this down now for you. Are you a real boxing coach? I'm looking for somebody to help with my 4-year-old. Am I a real boxing coach? I am more than just a boxing coach. I am a mentor. I am a manager. I am an advisor. I am a lot of things. But yes, check my resume. My resume speaks for itself. But thank you for your comment, right? Check my resume. It speaks for itself, right? I don't want to come off too cocky, because that's what they say. I talk too much. So just look at my resume, right? So back to what I was saying. He says the deal was for the contract. Like I said, the purse. The two different interpretations, which they do. Now it's in the courts. This is what happens when legacy relationships meet modern money without contracts. The source check. Handshake deals work until the numbers change. Yes, they do. Pay-per-view money changes everything. When tens of millions enter the room, memory isn't enough. Nobody's broke. Nobody's dumb. But somebody's interpretation doesn't match the receipts. Now, my thing is this. You see the write-up is fire. Everybody watch this. They watch the post, because the post has got a lot of views on Facebook, as well as YouTube and IG, right? Now you see what I just said right there? These guys fought countless fights together, but the biggest payday was the Crawford payday. And all of a sudden, the business was no longer right. That is my whole thing. One fight, the biggest monetary lucrative fight that they faced, the payout, the cut, and all of this wasn't right. This is where I always said, and I waited, I stayed, I waited. And now that like I said, I have a team with me, it's time for me to shine the light on this, right? I always talked about how these dudes were never real. I always talked about how they moved funny. And look how it's out on the table now. For 27, 28 fights. And a lot of those fights were pay-per-view fights. Remember, Earl Spence was a pay-per-view star. Derrick James never questioned, and I read, and I quote, look, and I read, and I quote. This is Derrick James's breakdown. He never questioned the 10% agreement on total earnings. Remember, Earl Spence fought Ugas pay-per-view. Derrick James didn't question his 10% of total earnings. He fought Danny Garcia pay-per-view. Derrick James never questioned his 10% earnings. He fought Mikey Garcia pay-per-view. Derrick James never questioned his 10% total earnings. And this is around the time where a lot of these goofballs, right? These idol worshiping fans, right? Sit online and they know the business, they know the logistics. Oh, Earl made 18 million. He made all this money then. 18 million. Remember these guys used to the Dookie Browns, the everything boxing clowns, the disloyal to the boxing games, all of these guys, they was he made this, he made that, right? Derrick James never questioned the total earnings when he was allegedly making all of this big pay-per-view money, Al Heyman money. The moment he actually did 25 million with Crawford, Derrick James did not, he claims, alleged, well, it's not even alleged, they're in court, he did not receive his 10% on the total earnings. These guys have been felonious, fake capers, funny style acting dudes forever. The receipts is all over the game, stamped and certified. And I quote, I didn't even want to train with him. My father had to pay me. I made that up, right? Or did somebody actually make that statement? I didn't even want to train with him. My daddy had to pay me. I ain't talked to him for 2 years. Did I make that up or did somebody say that? See, these are all the receipts that was all over the game. Man, I'm gonna get to 50 in a second. Hold on. Shout out to the comment section. She says, okay, I just checked out 2 or 3 shorts. Who's the guy in the white shirt teaching you how to stand and throw punches? Is he the real coach? I'm serious about my son. Coach. That's Joe Dini Boxing. That is a video demonstrating how to punch. Is he the real coach? There's coaches throughout the videos. Are you in Suffolk County? Where are you located at? I'm speaking to you now. Where are you located? Look at the live streams that I do. All of the information is out there right now. If you have until the end of the month, I believe. They may even extend it to January. You can sign up now for $25 instead of $50 for the year. It's $25. But where are you located? Are you located in Suffolk? Are you located in Suffolk? If you're not located in Suffolk, us coaching you or you coming to the facility is not going to help you. But if you're in Suffolk County, preferably like Brentwood, Bayshore, CI, Wine Dance, pull up. The gym is thriving. The gym is thriving. There's many coaches. And just because you see me demonstrating and you said there's the guy with the white t-shirt, the coach. My daughter's a coach as well. Coach Rain. There's many coaches in there. Yes, Coach Dennis, Coach Abraham. Each one teach one. But if you are in Suffolk, pull up Brentwood Rec. 99 3rd Avenue is the address. Monday through Friday. We're there. But let me get back to my thesis. Thank you for showing interest in one of your 4-year-old. But I think you might need one more year, but they allow you to bring him in. But I think we start out at 5. 5 and up. But you can still bring them, We love the kids, man. But back to what I was saying about this breakdown before I get into 50, right? This guy must have been getting his 10% on all the total earnings up until that point. What was the change? Or was he ever getting 10% of the total earnings? That's why I said a lot of that went on over there with those guys was always smoking mirrors. And like I said, it took the biggest lucrative payday to expose that. Man. But that post is doing rather well. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Right? Nobody wants to talk about it. Did it? But yes, why, the biggest lucrative fight, he didn't get his 10% of the, he said of the 10% agreement of the total earnings, man. I don't know. Maybe look, maybe one of you guys, one of you better content creators can, break that down, man. Well, let's get to 50 Cent now, man. Let's get over here to 50, man. I want to get over here to 50. 50, right? Let's get over here to 50 now. So 50 Cent and Diddy are going at it. Well, Diddy's currently incarcerated, but 50 is, I watched The Reckoning yesterday. And they're saying that 50 is going at him because he took down 50's. That's one of the narratives, right? That 50 is a scorned dude because Diddy was smutting out his baby moms, and now he's scorned. But I told you it dated back longer than that, man. If that's the angle a lot of people want to take, that the reason why 50 is going hard at him is because of the baby moms, right? I don't think so. It goes back to when he first came into the game, and Puffy said that his breath stunk and all this other stuff. Remember all of that? I just think like that was just another, you know, thing in their back and forth. It's just now like the 48 laws of power and the 50th law of 50's book. 50 is, he feels like strategically he's in a position now where he can, take Puffy down. That he could get at Puffy, right? He feels that he has gained enough power, right? Where he can go at Puffy and all these guys that he probably had issues with, right? Because if you pay attention to 50s or Curtis, Boo Boo, whatever you want to call him, when he gets down and bangs out, right? Tom, what's going on, good brother? Just like rest in peace to Irv Gotti and Murder Inc., right? Yo, he went to war with those guys, right? And then going to war with those guys, right? He was, doing his thing. And then when he aligned with Eminem, he got strong and he was able to crush them, right? But if you remember, they had him on the run, or so to say, they had him where they was applying the pressure. They were the gatekeepers. They was blackballing him out the industry. And I think even Puffy had a little bit to do with that too. So he could still, remember all of these things, right? But people don't want to talk about that. They want to just use the fact, he's mad because Puffy took down his baby moms. If it's no secret, a lot of these dudes in the industry, when I say this respectfully, they all sleep with the same women and men. If you know, right? These niggas is gay, respectfully, right? So I don't think it's about that. I think it's about, like I said, when 50 was on the come up, when he was on the come up in 99 and the early 2000s, right? A lot of these guys secretly were against him. They were against him. Time, thank you for your comment. Let me get to your comment. Smash the like button. Likes are free, right? He said, Coach, motivation. 50 Cent will not just destroy you, he will dismantle you and your career. Have you seen Rick Ross lately? Well, look what he did to Big Meech and the BMF brand. I'm gonna get to that. That's what this topic is about. It's really about Big Meech and the BMF brand, but it's more so about this 50, how he strategically goes against his enemies, or once he deems you as an enemy. Because they making it seem like he has a vendetta against Puffy because Puffy slept with his girl, his baby moms. No, it's deeper than that, man. It's deeper than that. And I know that's a good narrative and it's a good speaking point, the gossip and all that, but it's deeper than that, man. It's really deeper than that, right? So now when we look at the overall picture of this, 50 Cent, you had to read, if you never read The Art of War or those books, the 48 Laws of Power and all that, this shit, if you read those books, like Tom, remember I think me and you were talking about that the other day. I know you read the book. Yo, the way he's moving is from that book. And a lot of people that are honorable and righteous and live by different, they are like, oh, he's moving. No, listen, man, to each his own, man. In war. And I watch this shit with the boxing shit, right? That's why I don't really befriend a lot of these niggas or fuck with these niggas. Because, a lot of these niggas have these tendencies. They're snakes. They're cowards. And the internet, it makes it so easy for you to be a coward and a snake. And you know that, right? With the internet, anybody can do this right here. Be off screen, don't show your face, have a ghost account. Like, that's coward shit, man. Secretly be jealous and despise you and all this shit. That's coward shit, man. Right? But if you followed his beefs, right? One thing I can say, Curtis Jackson, he's a Jackson, man. That's the Jackson in him, right? He didn't run. He was on his Shaka Zulu. If you ever watched the Shaka Zulu movie, right? Remember Shaka got ran off. But what did he do? He united the troops. And he came back strong. And he took over. That's what 50 did, man. Yeah, they ran 50 off with Ja Rule and Murder Inc. But what did he do? He caught his break. He got with Eminem and Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and he got strong. And then what did he do? He took down Murder Inc., right? He crushed Irv Gotti and Ja Rule and them, right? Crushed them niggas, right? And then, right? He was up. He was the king of New York. He had tension with who? Jay-Z, all these guys. But I don't think he thought he was strong enough to get at Jay. They used to go back and forth, little subliminals, right? P. Diddy too at the time. But now, with everything that he has done in the industry as far as movies and all this shit, he's up, man. And he's stepping, man. He's on the Shaka Zulu, man. He's on the Shaka Zulu. Tom said, big fact. Irv Gotti, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, all those dudes. Well, yeah, man, he remembers that, man. But they trying to make it like it's over the girl. Oh, he's a scorned nigga. Man, do you know how much pussy these niggas get, man? Come on, man. I can't really, my daughters and shit is downstairs, so I can't be on my Fillmore Slim shit right now. But it's like, come on, man. These guys are in position, like, man, they got, my kids are down here, man, right? We keep it PG, right? He said, big fat coach, when you are in the war, you destroy your opponents. Facts, man. Facts, man. And what I like that 50 does is this, right? And I think that's the Jackson in him, right? If you stand too close, or it looks like you're aligning yourself, and I love when he always talks about that. If you align yourself with people that you know he has a problem with, or have a problem with him. You know how he views you now, right? Because I like that. I respect that. I guess that he's a Jackson with Jackson. That is spot on, right? Because I'm not the type to be like, yo, choose a side. I don't be on that. But if you know somebody has an issue with me and I have an issue with them, and you always want to be underneath them, or you always want to be around them, it's up. If I come through and I'm spraying shit up, you getting hit too, nigga. Just for being over there. Why are you over there? Maybe you were with them, right? Tom, what you think about that? OG, you in here, General. What you think about that, right? It's like this. If you came to me, Tom, and you say, yo, coach, you say, yo, Shanewz, man. Yo, I'm not telling you to not fuck with dude, but I'm letting you know, man. I got an issue with homeboy, man. You might not want to be too close to him, man. I'm gonna take heed to that. I'm like, word. The first thing I try to do, I might see if I can mend it. If I'm cool with both of y'all, I might try to, because that's what I do. I'm advised. I might try to mend it. But once I see it's no mending, I'm like, I dig it. I dig it. I'm gonna stand back, right? I'm gonna stand back. I'm not gonna be in the way. But a lot of niggas get in the way. And what happens when you get in the way? You get hit. You get hit, man. And if you notice, that's how 50 gives it up, right? Like Big Meech was good. Look, we getting the Big Meech now, right? Yo, and I'm gonna play some audio. A dog face from Detroit. Yo, 50 took care of Meech. Had Meech's moms in the Benz, put little Meech on, had them rolling, right? Was basically feeding them, providing for them, right? Put them in position. That's what we call getting put in position. Only to have Big Meech come home and attempt to snake him, backdoor him, and align himself with Tom said right here, right? But you didn't say, you said the name, right? Rick Ross. Now, the moment he did that, everything went left for Big Meech. Everything went left for him, right? And I don't blame 50 for that, right? Because at the end of the day, you know that 50 and Rick Ross don't fuck with each other. They have a beef, an issue. If you know I took care of you and yours, right? That is the biggest showing of disloyalty, disrespect, and that you are a snake, right? Do y'all catch that sauce? Do y'all catch that sauce, right? Do y'all catch that sauce? If I put your moms in the Benz, I put your son on, I'm doing all these things for you, and you come home and you want to stand next to and stand around a person I do not fuck with, that is the biggest sign of disloyalty. You're a snake, right? He said, I heard 50 was messing with Justin's mother. You got to let me know how true that is. I got to look into that, Tom. I'm gonna definitely look into that. I haven't really heard nothing about that. I know she used to mess with Eric Sherman. That was Eric Sherman's friend and his girl. You talking about Misa? Shout out to EPMD. He lives up the block, man. He got a crib in Orlando. Every summertime, they throw the illest parties, man. They throw the white party. It's a white party. You got to wear all white. He still got the crib up there. He got a lot of properties. Every summertime, they throw it, and all the motherfuckers come out. Shout out to EPMD. If you know, you know. Like we ran this boxing. I mean, this music shit out here, man. For real. If you know, you know, right? But I gotta look into that time. Maybe I'll do a follow-up with that. Thank you. You were part of the research team over here too. Thank you for giving me insight on different topics. But yeah, so this dude linked up with Rick Ross, bro. Like, come on, man. After I put you in position, put your son in position, that's how you pay me back. So yeah, 50 destroyed him, man. Crushed him. Crushed him. And we're gonna listen to the good brother right here, Dogface, courtesy of Street Stars. This is Street Stars, right? Street Stars. Tom, you are Team Shanewz Boxing as well, man. You give me topics. You always was a supporter. You always was a supporter of the channel. Never in the bushes. A lot of these niggas be in the bushes. They want to support from the bushes. And then they see you and yo, man, yo, keep doing what you're doing. I ain't know you knew what I was doing, right? Where was you at? Oh, man, yo, I see you, man. Yo, fam. It was like, yo, I see you, fams. Yeah, niggas that see you in the world, right? Right, Narita, don't they do that to me all the time? They be like, yo, Sha, I see you. Yo, Reed. Like, where you see us at, fam?
In New York, somebody saw us.
Yeah, all the time. Yo, fam, I see you. I'm gonna start recording you niggas, man. Real talk. The next person that runs down on me like that, I'm gonna get you on camera. I'm gonna make you say that on camera. And then I'm gonna drop the video. Cause I'll be like, yo, my nigga, yo, you don't ever like nothing, man. Yo, Tom, that's funny though, right? I'm like, yo, fam, you don't ever like nothing, man. How you see me? I don't see you. What bushes are you in, right? But yeah, man, 50 is official to me, man. And I'm not saying that because he's a Jackson and all that. He's just like, yo, at the end of the day, he's not fake. It's too many niggas that sit on the internet. They're fake. They have fake friendships, fake alliances, all like, yo, man, you gotta stand on, pick a side, man. How you carrying it, man? How are you carrying it, right? But listen to Dogface. I like Dogface. Real Street Stars. I'm using Real Street Stars audio. I'm not gonna play the video because you know how that goes. These guys don't watch me, but they will report me and say, yo, man, that nigga was using your content, man. Get that nigga straight. Yo, get that nigga straight, man. We don't like him. He has too much influence. Because, that's what this is really about. A lot of these guys, they don't have the influence that they be claiming and all of that. It shows in their content, man. It shows. But this is Dogface. Oh, man. Let me raise this up. Let me know if y'all can hear this, man. Let me know.
50 Cent destroyed Big Meech.
Yes, he did. Did y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that or no? Let me know if y'all can hear that.
It's funny, right? Because one of the things I wanted to ask you about, right? Just on some other is, what is Big Meech doing, bro? Who? Big Meech from Detroit. Like he's been out, and it seems like he's made zero moves.
Let me stop. That nigga said that nigga made zero moves, man. What y'all think about that, man? Put it in the comments real quick. I'm gonna go grab my other phone so I can finesse this real good, man. Oh, Narita.
Yeah?
Your mother needs a phone. Go give your mother her phone. Go upstairs and give her her phone. She called you. Go give her her phone, man. You be trying to hijack people's devices, man.
Maybe because I don't have it.
Well, you don't need one.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I wouldn't be asking.
No, you don't need one of us. Yeah, who you talking to? You hear how she talks? Now, if I hit her with a 3-piece combo and sit her down, don't try to call CPS on me, right? Respectfully. Sit her down. Don't try to call. Oh man, my shit sounded real good, man. I want to take the time to thank everybody that has been donating to the channel, because you can see that the delivery, the content is up. Right? The The equipment is up. The AI effects, the thumbnails. Thank you to everybody, man. Told you, empire takes time to build. You know, it's not an overnight process, especially when you are independent and you are dealing with a lot of enemies. Because I have a lot of enemies. It is what it is. I don't need to hide it no more. They can't hide it. They're in the bushes now. But I have a lot of enemies. I have a lot of people that secretly been plotting and scheming and going against me. It is what it is. I walk with God. I fear none of y'all. I want y'all to come out the bushes so I can swing my sword on y'all and cut your heads off like the snakes you are. But you are cowards that will always hide. But it is what it is, right? But I like what he just said, right? Big Meats doesn't have any motion, respectfully. None. Right? No motion at whatsoever. Right? He came home. You know why he doesn't have no motion? Because he's a snake. Right? And I like what Dogface is gonna say, right? This is a guy who came home. 50 had put him in position with the BMF story, right? But he still had, and look, I'll let Dogface rock it out, man. Every time Dogface says something to fire, I'm gonna stop it and react. Content, y'all.
Been out, and it seems like he's made zero moves. I'm just really shocked by that. Why do you think it's taking him so long to kind of find his foot in this new age world?
So I want to answer your question by asking you a question first. What did you think he was going to do?
All right, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? It was set up perfect, right? We had his son playing him in the TV show,
right?
Which was a hit for the first season at least. It went downhill quick.
It was.
But it was almost set up perfect for him to come home and hit the ground running. And then that whole situation with him and Rick Ross, it just seemed like from there it just went downhill. But I guess the thing is, you know, when you hear Big Meat stories, you always hear the same thing. The billboard, he put 1,000 people on, you know, this, that.
He did all that.
Then you hear, oh, well, he told on Cuffy. Then you start hearing all these stories that we never heard before. At least as
the stories
as a general
consumer, the magnitude.
Right. So then we start hearing all these stories that made him look away. And now it's just in this weird position where I don't know what's going on. But he's one of those people that you would have thought, or I would have thought, would have been on podcast speaking, giving game, something. We ain't seen that nigga do nothing. Why did they
nothing? Listen, so if you ever...
truth be told, he hasn't done nothing. Yeah, we see Supreme Team Prince Miller come home on podcast. We seen even though it was short, the dude that beat the murder trial with Dolph, podcast, interviews. Yo, Big Meats, nothing. Really nothing. Why is that, man? Put in the comments, man. Why is that?
If you ever thought that people like Whack 100, Adam 22, and academics, if you never thought that shit, see, people don't understand. Listen, black people, even though we operate on YouTube, even though we have YouTube channels, black people do not understand the power of YouTube.
Nah, stop it right there. I like what he said. No, black people do. Niggas don't. Respectfully. And that's why I crush niggas. That's why I set Trip. And I'd be like, yo, don't associate me with that dumb shit. Because a lot of these dudes have channels with no motion. And they know they don't have no motion. They just in the way. They crash dummies. They crabs. They bums. They bring that shit on the internet, on YouTube, right? A YouTube platform, especially if you have real insight, real information, real growth, real consistency, is a powerful tool. Whether they watch you or they show that they watch you or they acknowledge that they watch you, as long as you are doing what you say you do, and you constantly do it, and you can keep showing receipts of that, you have a powerful voice, right? This as these dumb niggas, especially the dumb niggas that they try to push in the way, don't realize it.
Channels. Black people do not understand the power of YouTube. They don't understand the influence, the reach, and the impact. People in the ghetto think this is a game. They look at YouTube
Dumb
like
niggas.
YouTube is like Instagram.
Yeah?
No.
Dumb niggas.
YouTube is not Instagram, it's not Facebook, it's not TikTok. YouTube is a genuine source of information, whether you want to digest it or not.
Oh God. That's why you niggas can never front on me, because I come on here with my receipts for years with this boxing shit, right? And now I'm telling different stories now. Now I'm in my content creating lane. I'm a streamer, yeah. Because I have piled up enough stats in the boxing game where when I come on with my boxing information, whether you receive it or not, it does nothing to my legacy now in boxing. But as far as developing and marketing and growing my media brand now, I'm on a whole nother wave with that. I'm coming after all of those that attempted to undermine me. They tried to undermine my content. That's why I say now, stay over there. You're not welcomed over here no more. Stay over there. Stay over there. Because I see who you really are now. I always did. But now my voice, my influence is up. Whether you want to act like it is or it ain't. I have too many stats and I'm stamped and certified.
Or not. So when I'm on a platform like this, you can't buy your way on the Real Life Street Stars, right? So if you're on Real Life Street Stars, you're here because you are lit in some way that they deem that what you have to say is worthy. Because y'all don't just come on here and interview anybody. You can't just. It was hard for me to get up this. I had no country boy. You hear me? I had to holler. I had to send resume in this bitch, right? But people underestimate the power of YouTube. The power of YouTube is a destructive. It's like a branch of the government. Listen. Most people don't even watch CNN or MSNBC to get their news.
Yo, stop it again. They don't. I was telling my guy, shout out to CW Thumbnails, right? We had a great show yesterday too, CW. Hopefully you play this back, you catch this, right? And it seemed like I was going at CW, right? But I wasn't. I was like, CW, you too educated now on this shit, right? That wasn't the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight wasn't an official fight. So why would he take his gloves off? See, you're looking at it like it's an official fight. That shit was, and just like I said yesterday, I'm getting good. I did not call it a circus match, but it was not a real boxing match. So why would they apply real boxing rules? It was basically a WWE boxing, right? It was WWE. It was Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan, recipes Hulk Hogan type of shit, right? But I say that to say this: so many people sit on YouTube and they take YouTube information and they will argue you down, especially if they're one of these guys that drunk that Kool-Aid and they listen to people and the illusion that person that they listen to is their Jimmy Swagger, their reverend, their minister, their pastor. And if their pastor says something, whether it is true or not, these people will argue you down. They will argue you down. Yo, I seen, you know how many dudes I used to be in chats and they'd be like, yo, Blue Blood said this. Like, who the fuck is Blue Blood, respectfully? Other than a content creator that has a support system of dummies that believe everything he says. And I say this respectfully. If Blue, no disrespect, but to enlighten y'all, Blue is supposed to be a matchmaker right now, right? He tried to put together Crawford, Jerron Ennis. That's matchmaking. He should be okay matchmaking. But you know, that shit went away and you know, he's doing what he does. But you guys at the time were going crazy. I was all the way up. What happened to that, man? That's neither here nor there though, man. But I was just painting the picture to show you how YouTube content and people that speak on content, if you get the Kool-Aid and you drink the Kool-Aid, you'll be mad at, like, that's why a lot of these content creators and YouTubers be mad at me, because I come on here with receipts and I'll slap you in your face with it and be like, yo, you fronted on me and told me this, but I could show you me at an ESPN production. I could show you me mentoring a young fighter and now he's on the cusp of being a world champion and a superstar. I did all these things. Whether you watched it and received it and took it in, that's on you. But you can't be mad at me when I come on here and I just start set tripping and I kill motherfuckers that ain't even in my league. Like, I get on my King Joffrey. You niggas are beneath me, man. You niggas are beneath me, man. I don't care about views, man. That's why I front on niggas now. Like, put $1 in the Cash App. Put $1 in the Cash App. This. I've been around millionaires with this shit. And I show that, man. Do I gotta pull up some of my millionaire partner players that I done interviewed in the flesh and ask them insightful, free game questions for y'all and presented it on my platform? Like, what are we talking about here, man? What are we really talking about here, man?
When something happens, whether it is entertainment, sports, politics,
Yeah.
whatever, they go to
Salute
YouTube
Gumbo,
first.
salute Malik.
YouTube, they don't go to Instagram first.
Nope.
They go to YouTube first.
Exactly.
Because, listen, some of us don't even get cable no more.
They don't.
They got the internet and they shit hook up to YouTube and that's it. They got Tubi and YouTube.
That's it.
That's it. You know what I mean? So the campaign was launched against Meech. So listen, the whole thing is, even 50 Cent destroyed Big Meech.
He did.
He destroyed Big Meech. The same thing he's trying to do with Puffy.
Puffy got bread, though.
He's an historical figure in the world of entertainment. Right. So it's gonna be harder for him to really pull it off with Puffy, because especially when Puffy come home, because he still get that bread. So Puffy doesn't need a helping hand from a Rick Ross to be relevant, because he's still holding that bank. He still owns all his masters. He still has all of the residual income. So it's gonna be harder for him to attack him. Then when Puffy get home, he'll be free to move around and kind of like counterattack. But right now he using motherfuckers like the Ray J's and the Lil Rise, them to kind of like to get at Puffy. But Big Meech ain't got nothing coming, bro. He through, and he should be through. What do we expect from a motherfucker who made a living selling dope? Let's just keep it gangster, bro. What is he entitled to? He wasn't selling dope to white people. He was selling dope to. This is free Palestine.
How y'all feel about that, man? Put in the comments, man. He said Big Meech is through, man.
White people. He was selling dope to. So this is a prime example of looking up to the wrong people. Have turned him to a folklore hero, as like he was robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. I was super critical of Big Meech, right? And I'm super critical of his stupid, stanky, musty ass son. Because listen, his son is a reflection of just how, listen, they say that the sins of the father it visits upon. Little Meech, little rat ass, right? Everything about that is flawed. And I know when folks keep on trying to put that little nigga on Detroit, but then they went born in Detroit, went raised in Detroit. He ain't got nothing about Detroit in that. Nothing. Simple as that. So I don't know what motherfuckers expected from Big Meech. You look at T. Southwest T was just as important as Meech. And Southwest T, dare I say, I've been critical of him too, but Southwest T was way more of a real.
No, Southwest T wasn't dumb. He wasn't dumb. That's why, if you really follow the story and all that, they had the riff. They had the riff because Big Meech was out here moving very dumb. He was dumb. I mean, he was dumb. Southwest T wasn't dumb. But if you watch the story, that's Dogface, Gumbo. That's Dogface. Yeah, I'll post the link to this interview. I'm not gonna pull it up on the screen. It's Street Stars interview, but that's Dogface. He's kicking the science.
The Big Meech was what in his right mind put up a billboard talking about the world is mad.
Word.
Who sell dope?
Word.
What niggas you retarded?
Word,
You stupid, nigga. Which one is it?
Yo, if y'all ever watched Eddie of the What's the Names, right? When he went to Atlanta and did all that shit, right? Other than that, and the bodies and the violence and all that, that's what got the nigga the hot, man. Yeah, he was flaunting that shit in the police face. Yo, he was flaunting all that shit in their face. And then they just got on him and it was a wrap. But he's putting up billboards and all of that, running around. Yeah, man, that nigga was dumb, man. Word, he was dumb. But if you look at it, they want us to idolize dumb niggas, respectfully. Yeah, they want us to, like a smart person from the streets, from that element, they don't glorify the smart ones. They glorify the dumb ones because they want niggas to be dumb. They want niggas to be dumb. And respectfully, Big Meech was dumb, right? He was dumb, right? And that's what Dogface is pointing out. And 50 knew that nigga was dumb.
Niggas, you retarded or is you stupid, nigga? Which one is it? You hear me? So I thought it was a bad decision outside of the series. It was a bad decision. 50, he already told the story that 50 Cent was blowing up when Big Meech when BMF was in full stride. 50 Cent said I avoided that shit because I'm a millionaire. Why would I be running behind selling dope? Why would I do that? Yeah? So 50 Cent never had no respect for me to begin with. 50 Cent was playing games.
Yeah, did you catch that? Yo, 50 was 2 steps ahead of him, man. 50 said I was already a millionaire. Why would I be running around and running behind niggas that sell dope? And I'm legit. See, 50 is where he's at because he was never dumb. Wow, these niggas is dumb. They dumb. How many niggas always want to be around niggas that's illegal? Right? If you got a legit flow and you are in position and motion, what I like to call over here, why are you running around or trying to be around somebody that is not legit? When you're legit. That's why I was telling my brother, I'll be like, yo, bro, you need to start your content. You be all over the world. There's a lot of niggas that don't go absolutely nowhere in a day. The things that you see and you come across, right? And you put out content on that, and I was giving them the format. I was like, yo, don't even have to be crazy. I was like, you could just show you crossing lines, hitting the weighing station, shit like that. A little 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then clip it and just kick your sauce on that. Right? I said, yo, that's more than most of these niggas is gonna see in a whole year. These niggas don't go nowhere. But you have people, especially in that genre, that they like that. They're gonna gravitate to that. They're gonna support that. Because majority of the people that sit on the internet, and shout out to Dogface for breaking this down, they're just sitting around wanting to be informed. That's why and I say this respectfully, the scammers, the motherfuckers with no integrity, no moral code, no principle, they thrive because they don't mind coming on here selling you an illusion. They sell you an illusion. And these niggas are scared of me because when I pull up, I look through them. I be like, nigga, you fake ass nigga. If you don't get the fuck away from me, you can't fool me, nigga. I see right through your bitch ass. You soft, nigga. You are soft. You are soft, man. And you out here fooling people, having people think, nigga, you soft, nigga. Fuck you talking about. That's what. Ask any of these niggas that ever covered a boxing event with me when I come in the room, how I move around in the room, man. How I give it up. Why you think they don't want me covering fight? Why you think they be trying to put these other niggas in position that don't know what they doing? Because they're dumb. They love to have dumb niggas trying to cover boxing events. Niggas just running in there, not putting shit together. You niggas is in the way, man. The fuck out the way, man. He said 50 Cent's a smart ninja. Look at the power moves. 50 been smart, man. 50 smart. He made it from the streets, man. Any dude that was in the street, like you always hear all these niggas online, Gumbo, talking about how they was street niggas. I'm in it. Nigga, why are you still in the streets? The purpose of being in the streets is to get out the streets. 50 was really in the streets, man. He survived assassinations and being shot and having real beef. You have niggas on here always want to talk about that shit. Like, nigga, you was not in the streets, man. You was in the way. Yo, you was in the way, man. Yo, niggas that was in the streets, that never got out the streets and never elevated, you was just in the way, nigga. You was in the way, nigga. That's like you in the way now, man. But yeah, 50's official, man. That's why they don't like him. Because he still moves like a street nigga, but he's not a street nigga no more. He's corporate, man. He's corporate, man. But he still moves like a street nigga, man. He does. He's strategic, right? He's not dumb, right? But that's neither here nor there. This is a fire live for y'all. Little switch up, you know. Support the channel. You see, we growing. Once again, I'm going to take a quick halftime. I want to shout out Amani, silver champion. He won at Rochester, New York this weekend. He's the silver medalist champion. We'll probably be doing something for him tomorrow in the gym, right? But he won. And if you was watching the content and the live streams that I do, we have been working with him, and he is growing. Right now, you guys won't acknowledge it, but I don't care because I have my receipts of my own to acknowledge it. Footwork specialist, he was doing his thing, man. So shout out to Amani, another stat and star on his ledger. The news by Shanewz. Content, right? We're talking about content, yeah. Well, let's get back to this.
So 50 Cent never had no respect for me to begin with. 50 Cent was playing games with it. He got into bed with Tammy Collins. Why? Knowing her full situation, knowing that she was a cooperating witness, knowing that she was a DA informant, he still got in bed with her because at the end of the day, this is about that bread, about that money, about that shit.
Yeah, he won the tournament.
Why
he won.
Why doesn't get no money right now? Where the fuck Tammy Collins?
He won.
You sold your life rights. Your son made millions of dollars.
Now it was called the Silver Tournament. Gumbo. He won the tournament.
The club that he just
He's
opened
the silver
up
champion.
The 24K. Listen, bro, I'm telling you history of that. Star and Marvin's. Star and Marvin's was one of the top strip clubs in the city of Detroit. I don't know if he Cal did an Arab, but that was the guy who went from Detroit down to Miami, bought the club, and formed a partnership with 50 Cent. That was I think he Chaldean. I think he's Chaldean, right? Yeah. All that Big Meats looked out for, right? They ain't did a thing. This came out of
nowhere. Did y'all catch that? That's typical hood shit right there. Hood nigga shit. Yo, free the guys. Free the guys, right? You peep that? All the niggas that Big Meats put on and did all this shit, ain't nobody put him on. Right? Did y'all peep that? Did y'all catch that? This nigga came home. That's why he don't have no motion. Ain't nobody set him up. Right? Ain't nobody set him up. But they all look. This is the best part of this. Nobody put him on. I told Joe Didi Amari is his world champion. Yeah. That's documented. That's on one of the live streams, Gumbo. That's on one of the live streams. Yeah, Monty did his thing. Look, I got the write up right here. I hooked the write up right here. Here it is. Look at Amani, right? Big ups to all my haters. Yes. Amani Gadsden is one of the many young fighters I mentor and develop out of Suffolk County, PAL Brentwood. And this weekend, he proved why. The work matters. He is the 2025 Silver Gloves champion in Rochester, New York. This wasn't luck. This is structure, discipline, vision, paying rent. through Shanewz Boxing LLC, fighter development in association with Joe Harris, Joe Dini Chronicles. Amani continues to level up, adding another star and another certified stat to his uniform. Stamped, certified, recognized across the game. No shortcuts, no narratives, just real development, real results. Serious inquiries only, man. Vision. Drowning them bullshit views. They can't lie no more. No more. They can't lie, man. But that is the money right there. Look, I hooked that picture up right there, man. That is the money. And if y'all watched this past week, we was working, man. You know, y'all was in the bushes watching. Y'all was in the bushes watching footwork. He had the sparring session Thursday. They left Friday morning. Y'all was watching. You know, y'all was watching in the bushes like y'all do. You boxing bushwalkers. That's what y'all are. Y'all are bushwalkers, right? Bushwalker fans, man. But shout out to Amani, another hitter, right? Underneath the Shanewz Boxing badge of honor. But yeah, there it is, man. 50 destroyed this guy, man. But he destroyed himself, man. He basically destroyed himself, man. 50 didn't destroy him. 50 did not destroy that guy. He destroyed himself, man. Because he was moving like a bozo.
He's looked out for, right? They didn't get a thing. This came out of nowhere, went, bought the club, struck a partnership, was not really a partnership, because how can you have a partnership with somebody who doesn't have anything equal to blend with you, right? He's hoping that Big Meech's name will carry the actual brand of that tooth, okay, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, but he hoping it. But all the Big Meech did something for from coast to coast. Ain't none of the niggas came down there and bought no club, put that bread down, hey, the system on thing. And took a Chaldean from Detroit to go to Miami and buy a club and form a fake partnership and put Meech inside of that club so that he can generate some money. He did because Starvin Marvin, a millionaire, right? So it was nothing for them going out there and buy that club. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. Everybody in Detroit know who Starvin Marvin is, right? They know who he is. They know he laying like that. But it wasn't no nigga who did it. It wasn't one of these who was sucking Big Meech's dick and going out there kissing the ring finger. It wasn't none of them niggas that did. They may have gave him a couple of thousand, but nobody put him in position to actually earn a living for himself except the Chaldean.
Nobody put him in position. You heard that? All these niggas running around, yo, me. The typical internet shit, man. Internet shit, man. That's why I tell you, all these loud niggas on this internet, they weak, man. These niggas is weak, man. Loud niggas on the internet with the illusion. Pay attention to how they give it up, man. They weak, man. They don't support nothing. Bro was breaking this shit down. These niggas is weak, man. They not supporting nothing, man. Because they loud. CB4 ass niggas. How many of them loud niggas attempted to put Meech in position other than 50? 50 put him in position to make money. But he was a snake and bit 50, man.
Give him a couple of thousand, but nobody put him in position to actually earn a living for himself except the Chaldean from Detroit. Come on now. Where all them at from coast to coast? Where they go? Where they at? It took a Chaldean with a business mind to go down there and open up a business and put in, okay, we'll let you do your thing down here. I'm not going to stay down here with you, but you do your thing. I'm going to put you in place. I'm going to open the club. I'm going to remodel that motherfucker. And there you go, OG.
Oh, so they got him back in the game.
Yeah, he got the club, the 2-4K down there.
Gotcha.
That is a combination of Starvin Marvin with the bread and Big Meech's name. You're supposed to make that club go. I don't know how successful it's going to be.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But it is. But the whole point of the matter is, where's all the who is dick sucking, cock eating, goblin, basically trying to Diddy monster that? Where that?
And I was going to say, I mean, it's rare that we see a kingpin get out of jail. So when you see one get out of jail and you don't see it just seems like he has no motion. And it's
horrible decision. The reason why, horrible decision making, right? So people say, well, damn, that's Big Meech. Big Meech, he doesn't have to subscribe or prescribe to 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef, my
Horrible. No motion. I know you got no motion, man.
to 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef, you're the stupidest in the world.
Dumb.
The first time Big Meech's mama ever had a Mercedes Benz is when 50 Cent bought it for her about 3-4 years ago.
Did y'all hear that, man? Come on, man. See, yo, this is the shit y'all niggas is into, right? The first time that woman drove a Benz, had a Benz, is when 50 Cent bought it for her. Not one of his homeboys that he made millions of dollars that he put on, right? Because like I said, he never got no money with 50, right? 50 put them on, put them in position. But yeah, he still wanted to snake that man.
For her about 3-4 years ago, right? She's still living in the same house he was living in when he was getting all that money. Now, sometimes our parents can be stubborn, don't want to move. With all the action you got going, you were supposed to force that. You hear me? But you weren't concerned with that. You was concerned with trying to let everybody know, hey, I sell dope. Like that shit was legal. This nigga was running around. This nigga had a sign. I sell dope. Right? And listen, you ain't even got to, there's no investigation required.
Right.
He telling the whole world I sell dope, so we know he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Nah, he's that dumb.
My point is,
that nigga's dumb, man. Yo, paid him full, man. He said, yo, man, you need to go holler at that nigga Calvin. Your sister fuck with, man. That nigga's dumb, man. Say, yo, man, that nigga's dumb. Yeah. Yo, Dogface said he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, man. Yeah, that nigga's dumb, man. Yeah, that nigga's dumb, man.
He came home, and I don't know if he thought he was bigger than the program, but the program ain't based on dope. The program is based on money, power.
Money
influence.
and power.
You don't have the money no more.
Facts.
So therefore, you don't have the power because your money came out of the power. All the goofy, dumbass, following ass, cocksucking ass, crazy goblin ass. It was about the money. That's what got you the power. They wasn't following you because you was a charismatic ass. You ain't Martin Luther King. You wasn't Malcolm X. We now know you was a bumbling ass idiot who just
had yeah, they love dumb niggas, man. Yo, you gotta be, listen, man. For those of y'all that's gonna catch this vibe, you want to make it fall, play dumb. If you smart, it's gonna be hard for you. Play dumb. Cause listen, a wise man can play dumb, but a dumb nigga can never be smart. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce, man. Play dumb.
We now know you was a bumbling ass idiot who just had a dope plug. You aspired to be the biggest drug dealer in the history of the world during a time when you from Detroit. You grew up watching all them dope best friends, YBI, White Boy Rick, Maserati Rick, Demetrius Holloway. You grew up watching all these fall. Right? Listen, we are forgetting that this openly advertised that he sold dope on everything. Didn't mind doing it. So what did you think he was going? If it wasn't for drug trafficking, what do you think he was going to come home and do? Don't forget that when BMF got indicted, the one thing that is missing, they have no major forfeiture hearings.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna break that down, yo, because I know a lot of y'all, most of y'all that's on here, that right there is over your head, right? Forfeiture hearings, right? Basically, yo, all that money they made, yo, they had no assets, brother. They had no assets. They had nothing. They had no assets, no businesses, no properties, no building fronts, nothing. No assets.
Hearings. What does that mean? You made almost $1 billion in 10, 15 years? and there was no major forfeiture. Name a drug crew of that magnitude who don't own no buildings, no salons, no liquor stores, no car dealerships. He made the strip club in them rap they do in Atlanta. Them Tootie but fruity ass didn't do it. It was in Detroit. Went out there and turned that goddamn strip club scene up.
Turned
right?
it up.
You don't own one strip club. So during the indictment, there was no. Go look it up. There's no major forfeiture here. They didn't take no 100 houses, 25 pieces of property from New York to L.A.
Did they take the White House?
What the?
Man, Sapphire Live tonight, man. Hit the live stream or this afternoon. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Share the content.
What was that?
The house that T owned in L.A.
That's T. There's a difference between T, even right now to this day.
Word, T was
White
smart.
House in Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Atlanta. But there's a difference between, Southwest T and Big Meech. They're brothers, but they're two totally different people.
Word.
Right?
T
always
was not
been
dumb.
Pro Detroit. Big Meech went running with Detroit. He was running with niggas from LA. From St. Louis, from Memphis, from Atlanta, niggas from Miami. T-whole squad, his own personal squad was Detroit. He never turned his back on Detroit, if that matters.
But see, okay, then why? Okay, then I blame y'all for not holding him as high as we never hear nothing about T. I don't know. I'm saying just in the general public, when y'all speak about BMF, we never hear about T. Just to be honest.
Everybody know why? Because listen, you watch Scarface, right?
Yeah.
We know Sosa, we know Lopez, we know Tony, and we know Manny. What was the other guy named who's a right-hand man with his black curly hair, shoulder length?
Angel.
Yeah, what was his name?
It's Angel, man. Angel got murdered.
Angel was his name, right? So he was that. It wasn't Manolo. It was him.
Manolo.
Don't forget, how did he die?
Manolo.
Because Manolo out in the car talking to some.
Manolo, yeah.
That is Big Meech. Big Meech is Manolo on Scarface. Outside, not paying attention.
Yo, that nigga said Big Meech was Manolo. He said Meech was never paying attention. I'm about to put the link to this in the what's the name, man. Yo, he said Big Meech was Manolo, man. Yo, Big Meech was Manolo, man. He was too concerned with the bitches, man. But yo, this is the full interview, courtesy of Street Stars. Check it out. All right. If y'all want to check that out, that's the full interview right there. He said that nigga was Manolo, man. This is the full interview. If y'all want to check that out, that's Dogface. He said, if you look in the dictionary, you will see Big Meech's definition. Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody be mad at 50, man. Yeah, look, man. How you mad at 50? And 50 did everything in his power to put this dude in position. Gave them the series, right? Put his son on, sent him to acting school, bought the nigga's mama a Benz, right? But yeah, 50 is wrong. Yo, 50 traded on. He switched up on Meech. Did he? Or was Meech, shout out to Dogface, always this dumb nigga, man? Right? Southwest T is rolling. T is out the way. He's rolling. Meech is out the way right now, too, but he came home, lined himself with niggas that didn't do nothing for him, right? All thing Rick Ross did was use him to crash out. Use him for a photo op and have him crash out. And now look at him. But how's the content, y'all? How is the content? Right? I'm still do my my professional settings live. I'm gonna run down there and get one of those out. You know? I'll go get one of those out in a second. Like I said, no deliveries. No deliveries. Um, we chilling, you know. But yeah, that was my live stream for today. I mean, this morning at the desk. I just want to show how like, cause everybody's giving 50 a bum rap. Oh, look what he's doing to Diddy. Look what this is what he does. He takes down other black men. Man, he put Big Meech in position. He had put Big Meech in position, man. Right? And we just heard Dogface say how all these other dudes, nobody did nothing for Big Meech, man. Nobody. And shout out to Street Stars, World Street Stars, DVD. They said it too. This nigga has no motion. Why does it seem like he has no motion? Put it in the comments, man. There's a couple of y'all up in here, man. Put it in the comments, man. You know, we dropping content. Right, it's cool when they do it, right? How's the content looking, y'all? How is the content, man? And for those y'all that just getting in here now, I've been on for an hour and 26 minutes. Go back. I broke down that post that I put up, man. You know, I did do a little Basel because when I go live at the spot, I'm just gonna probably do a lot of reactions. I ain't even gonna stay on that long. I'm just gonna do some reactions. But I broke down that look, the Derrick James, Earl Spence post. Y'all gotta go back to the beginning. I broke that down. I did a wonderful job. See, a lot of you niggas sit online and want to talk boxing, right? They don't want to talk about this. Paperwork versus principles. It's a lot in this that don't add up, man. I broke this down for y'all. It's a lot in this situation and that relationship that don't add up, man. That man said he was getting 10% of all earnings, right? But he was making 10% of all earnings for every fight. But the biggest fight, the Crawford fight, all of a sudden he didn't get it. When did that's just, to me, if that's really the case, and that's how they was really moving, why would you do it the last fight? And that, you know, Earl Spence hasn't fought since. And I basically showed how all of these content guys, these fake Earl Spence insiders, these pro PBC Al Hamer guys, all been, you know, it ties in with this. You guys always come on YouTube to get information or listen to information, and the information is right there in front of your face. This guy says that he was supposed to get 10% of all total earnings. He never once questioned it until the biggest fight. But according to all you guys, when he fought Ugas, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, am I missing somebody? Mikey, Danny, Mikey, Danny, Ugas, Sean Porter, maybe another one. I know he had a couple pay-per-view fights. That's 4. It might have been 5 or something. There was never a rift in the total earnings. And this is when he was making all the big money. Right? Y'all remember that? Look, don't get low now. He was making all that big money, but there was never no rift. Remember, he was always the cash cow. He was making all that big money, but there was never no rift. But when he actually did make the big money against Terrence Crawford, there was a rift in the total earnings. Smoke and mirrors, y'all. Smoke and mirrors, man. But how was the content, man? Put it in the comment section if you're not in the bushes, because I'm about to wrap this one up. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce, man. And like I said, when I go record, I'm gonna go record about maybe 1:30, 2ish. I'm gonna just do some reactions. I'm gonna just do react. Cause I wanted to do the reactions to this shit, but I didn't want to offend anybody. I'm gonna just pull up different videos and laugh and just cause it'll tie into this. Cause it'll go off of what Dogface was saying, how a lot of people don't realize the power of their platforms. They come on here, they put out misinformation, and it's cool, right? It's cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Gumbo. Exactly. Yeah, you see how look? I made that post. I made that post. Yo, they don't like me because I'm killing all the narratives now, especially all the narratives that was placed on my name and my brand. I'm killing that now. I wanted somebody to put a negative comment or say that I'm hating, right? Or that I'm this, I'm that, because I was gonna pull the source up of all that information. But you know why they didn't do that? Because they know everything that's on that post or in that video is quoted. See, I've been learning, right? Like just like this, the BMF post I did, right? I said BMS for a reason instead of saying BMF, right? I said BMS. If you look at the post, it's 50 destroys Big Meech and BMS. So I can't. It's not considered slander or defamation of character, right? Because what is BMS? BMS is not BMF, right? Little tricks and trades of the game. But the Earl Spence, Derrick James shit that I put up, the reason why they're not questioning that is because that is what is out there. I didn't make that up. Right? I didn't say, yo, this is they have an ongoing legal situation, civil legal situation. It's documented. I didn't say, oh, I ain't have to say allegedly, none of that. Because Derrick James took him to court. It's documented. He took him to court for unpaid earnings. Right? And I told y'all I was gonna do this, man. This is what we doing now, man. Quality content, man. Quality content. Right? Because unlike most people that sit online, I actually took my time and I built up my voice. Whether, like I said, whether the numbers reflect it or not, the actual work does. It's like how Armani just won another championship, right? Y'all watch me in the gym every week, working with him. Y'all watch it, man. It's out there. I can make a documentary of that, man. I got a documentary of that in the gym with him, working with him. I got the documentaries, man. You guys watch this. Whether you support the content or not, that's on y'all. And if you don't support the content and you call yourself a boxing fan and you sit online and talk boxing, and then you feel some type of way when I talk boxing that I actually do, that's on you too again. That's on you. Right? But once again, shout out to Amani, man. Silver tournament champion. He won the tournament. That's another stat right there, man. That's another stat, man. Right? And see, like me personally, and I have my books. I have all that. I just like where I'm at in the game with it now. I like to be in the shadows. I like to be in the background, man. I'm in the back, man. I'm in the back, man. Salute to Bruce Gas. I see you, OG. How you feeling on this Sunday, man? I just like to be in the background, man. Just talk my shit. Sauce, Shanewz speaks on emotion. That's what I like to do, man. That's it, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some reaction videos, right? This video right here is doing very well, right? I make stars. They're like, how you make stars and you ain't a star? I've been a star. Yeah, I've been a star, man. You niggas is just jealous fans, right? You niggas is just jealous fans, man. But here we go right here. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Precision, technique, and impact in every strike.
I bring the whole thing here. You know what I'm saying?
They liking it. They
I
like it.
bring it here.
Wow.
Here.
Huh.
Here, like this. Boom.
Huh.
Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Everything is here. That jab here.
Yeah.
And then right here. Oh. Of course. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
There it is. All right. Check chop. Huh.
Slant. My best punch when I used to catch him was right in that soul place.
Yeah. See how he broke that down for me?
Mastering the power of arm punches. Precision, technique.
Let's go over here and play a receipt real quick. Right? That you guys always overlook. But the good thing about having and documenting your work history and having a credible resume is this, right? This is a resume that speaks for itself. Whether you acknowledge it or not is on you. See, look at the resume, right? Look at the resume. Fighter development, man. This is called a resume of actual receipts. Now, like I said, a lot of you guys are fans of boxing, which is cool. It's cool, man. You know, you're fans. You sit online. You discuss boxing. But do you actually support it and do it? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. That's why you stay in the bushes and you know, you do bush boxing type of activities, right? Because y'all sit online and argue over stuff that is put out on YouTube, right? You say, oh, yo, this guy said this. This guy said that, right? Meanwhile, my thing is this. What are you actually doing? What do you actually do other than, like I said, come online, gossip about boxing, gossip about whatever content creator you choose to support, right?
Master your footwork to protect and succeed in any confrontation.
So there goes the money right there. Look at the money. They're in the footwork. There goes the money right there, man. There goes the money right there, man.
Explore your boxing options with Team.
There you go, Marcus. There you go. Slide and glide. Slide and glide. Yeah. Slide and glide. 30 seconds. There you go, Sebastian. There you go. Man, we looking good over here, y'all. We looking real good. Those are money. Looking real good. Cash money is the army. Better yet, the Navy. Told you he was looking real good. There you go, Morgan. Snap that jab. Snap it. Nice. Told you how he was looking real good, man. He got that George Foreman power. Look. Young boy be shaking the ceiling. Shake the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. Man. See, a lot of y'all sit online and talk this shit, man. Y'all sit online and talk it.
Critics rave. Don't miss Helena.
I sit online and talk.
Navigating, setting up
y'all sit online
for an
and talk,
exciting
man.
live stream. Farewell to
Hands is
Observe
Go get that. I sit online to show it, man. Work. That's that footwork. 1, 2, you cannot drop your hands here. Gotta come back up here. Everything gotta come out to protect you. If you stand here like you're here, it ain't gonna do no good. So calm it to hit. Right? Keep your hands up. Keep on. Oh, man. Once you can't come back. Right.
why flex.
Sell your.
Explain.
What? Look. Footwork. Footwork. Hey. Yeah, that boy had 2 left feet. Look. I was confused. Look me up. Pause. Close the baby. Pause. Footwork, baby. Footwork. For the Monty. The Monty's footwork. Look. Right here, baby. The Monty's footwork. See? Receipts right here, baby. Ooh, look at the footwork. Yeah, receipts right here. Stamped and certified all over the game, man. Shanewz Boxing, man. Media, marketing, management. Joanne, what's going on, baby girl? Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. Shout out to Joanne. Brooklyn in the house, man. Brooklyn in the house, man. Yo, y'all hear the fire engines? They doing the Santa joint. They doing the Santa joint, man. They are doing the Santa joint, man. Is Brooklyn in the house? Nasaya, are you still here? Nasaya?
Yeah.
Can you go upstairs and give me the broom?
No.
Come on, man. Look, no, yo, none of my kids want to assist me, man. I'm going to go upstairs and get the broom. Narina's upstairs? I thought they went to Duncan. I thought they ran to Duncan. Narina, can you bring me the broom down here? Narina.
I don't think they're there.
All right, y'all. I was trying to get them to go upstairs and get the broom for me, man. You heard? Well, I got it. Y'all. I went upstairs and got that broom. I'm gonna get my makeshift studio set up right now. How was the content though, y'all? Put it in the comment section, man. How was the content? And if y'all got any topics, right? If you got any topics that y'all want me to discuss, man, put it in the comment section, man. Put it in the comment section. because I'm going to be doing reaction videos. I haven't really been on my what's the name to see what's trending, but I'm gonna do some reaction to so-called things that are trending. Yo, my oldest, yo, for those of y'all that can hear me, yo, my oldest daughter, CEO Nasaya, is a video editor. She makes a lot of videos. Right, Nasaya? She makes her videos and she's smart. She produces them. So she doesn't really be in the videos, right? That's how you do it, Messiah? That's how you do it, right? And she's been working with me. So I have to give her her flowers. When y'all see my content and you see how I've been stepping it up, man. Yeah, I'm learning from my babies, man. They put me on. The CEO Nasaya is nice. Right? That's how you do your content, Nasaya? Nasaya is nice, y'all. You know, I watched my daughter. She knows the different the different apps and shit. She got real nice, and she put her father on. You know, so I can't take all the credit. You know what I mean, even though they don't come to the studio, they fell back from that. But you remember when I used to I started out down there at the library. Yeah, they was my team, but they guided me. Right, they used to help me set up the equipment and learn all of that shit. Now I pretty much got a good feel for all of that now. That's what you be seeing. I'm gonna go down there and knock one out for y'all. I may do an open panel, man. Again, I had an open panel yesterday with CW. You know, dudes don't really be quick on my panel because I know right now, truth be told, when it comes to this boxing shit, I intimidate a lot of you niggas. Because a lot of you niggas, like I said, secretly, y'all was going against the grain. Y'all in the jealous fan zone section with boxing, man. Y'all be jealous fans in competition. Like, you niggas be in content competition, right? But this is where you guys fuck up at. And I say this respectfully. You guys attempt to compete with me because you think I don't do views. But somebody that is a gimmick like you, that you trying to be with, be like you feel inferior to. But you be like, oh, nobody watches him, so I can compete with him, nigga. Until you produce a champion on any level, you cannot. You're not even in my weight class, man. You're not even in my weight class, man. I just produced another champion, right? And showed the content. I showed the content, man. Right? I told y'all. I was working on some things, man. I said, yo, we got some things. We transforming on y'all, man. I was like, yo, we transform right in front of y'all faces. You niggas been in the jealous fan zone section with boxing for so long. Y'all watch it unfold once again. Once again. And like I said, you can't even afford my services, man. Yeah, I was hooking my shit up, man. A lot of change on this floor, man. That's a lot of change. What's that? That's $1.50 in quarters right there. I'm gonna go to the laundromat with that. That was $1.50 in quarters underneath that desk right there, man. That's a dryer right there, right? That's the dryer at the laundromat, y'all. That was $1.50 in quarters. I just swept from underneath this desk right here, man. Y'all killing two birds with one stone, y'all. You know, I finished my stream. I said, let me just sweep up real quick. Now, all this work that I'm putting in, right? When I go to the library and do my other stream and they come in here, they just gonna just turn into Jurassic Park. All right, y'all, I'm about to end the live, right? But before I end the live, I want to share something with y'all, right? So somebody hit me up and they wanted a loan. They was like, yo, I need a loan. I'm trying to get a Christmas tree. I'm trying to do all this shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it, right? And the reason why I'm not doing it, I don't want you to waste your money buying a Christmas tree. Now, if you just said for something else, I might have looked out and gave you the loan. But to give you a loan to go buy a Christmas tree, you need to look up the real definition of Christmas and all that. Like, you already wasting and spending money that you don't even need to spend for something that is symbolic and is dumb. Put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, man. Now, if you would have said, yo, I need a loan, I want to get some gifts and all that. Well, the moment you said a tree, I was like, a tree? What you getting a Christmas tree for? Like, nah, you bugging. You bugging. But how's the content, y'all? Decide you want to come in here and take over? Because when they come back with my stuff, I'm going to get up out of here. You could take over if you would like. Just, if you see, I got it nice and tight in here. Just keep it like that, man. Because y'all like to come in here with snacks. And you know, y'all leave y'all snacks and all kind of shit, man. I don't like that, man. I do not like that, man. I don't mind, yo. Listen, I don't mind y'all. What did I call it yesterday, Nasiah? I said the wrong name. Takis? What did I call it yesterday? I called it something. I said it wrong, but I said it right this time. Y'all like to come in here with y'all Takis and all that shit, and y'all leave y'all shit up in here. What did I call it yesterday? What did I call it? Taki? I called it something else. I said it wrong. What did I call it? Taka. Yeah, taka. Takas. Y'all come up in here with y'all takas. Y'all leave y'all shit. We ain't doing that, man. You gotta respect my studio, man. Me and Nasai had wing night last night. Me and Nasai had wing night last night. I had the mango habaneros. Nasai can't handle them. The mango habaneros, man. I'm trying to stay on for 4 more minutes, man. Make this a whole good 2-hour live stream. And then I'll be back on at 2 o'clock, y'all. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to go to the library and do my reaction joints, man. Right? Let me call up my guy. He didn't call. So I'm going to hit him up and see what's going on. And then I'm going to end the live. Oh, damn, I don't even have it. Let me see. Hopefully this is the number. Nope, that ain't it, man. See this new phone? This new phone. All my numbers. I don't have no numbers in here, man. So I gotta start from scratch. Hey, I got the phone back, man.
What?
I got the phone back.
On your phone?
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, it's not cracked no more. I had to make sure this was your number again. Yo, Monty won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monty won.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, man. That's good.
He won the tournament. Yep.
Champ.
He's the champion. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have something for him tomorrow at the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But I just wanted to put you on the podcast and give you your flowers. I sent you the video. Did you see it?
What video?
I sent you the video. I put out an article and a video on it already.
Oh, the punch straps?
No, another one. You didn't see it? I sent it to you. I put out literature and everything.
What is it?
It's a video and an article.
An article?
Yeah, and a video, but I put it out as a video. It's an article.
What did it say?
About Amon. He won the tournament. Check it out. You gotta get out. You gotta get out the cave, man. You in the cave, man.
I got it, man. I just came from church.
Yo, I'm saying you gotta get online. The parade is going on right now. The parade.
What parade?
The parade, man. You gotta get online. You're missing the parade, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
You work.
I got more important things than that.
Yo, the work.
I'm trying to get paid.
Yo, man, that's why you gotta get online. You're missing the parade. The parade is going on. People are reaching out. Yo, people are reaching out. People are reaching out, man. You gotta get online. You're missing the.
People were reaching out yesterday.
Yo, you missing the parade. I know.
What they say?
You gotta get online. Listen, I don't know. I'm not on your page. You gotta get on your shit, man. I can't monitor your page. I have to monitor my own page.
I gotta look on it.
Yeah.
I gotta know how to work. This phone is messed up. That's what it is.
All right. You got to get on there, man. Your boy Gio and everybody's reaching out, man.
Gio.
Yeah. You got to get on there. Yeah. No, I'm saying they definitely going to reach out now because Amani won. I put on in association with Joe Harris Boxing. The article is out there. That's another. That's another. That's another champion you could produce. That's it. I'm about to go to the library and go do my podcast now. Yeah, I'm gonna go do the other one at the library. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Later. But you can call this phone back again. This one is back running too. All right. Later. Sauce Experience, y'all. We wrapping it up, man. Appreciate everybody that came through. Shout out to y'all. You know, sending the drops. $1 a day in the Cash App. All it takes, man. We can win the Powerball, man. But this is the Sauce Experience. The news by Shanewz. I told y'all we was cooking up.
Yo, you know who it is. It's Chop Chop Corley, one and only. I'm a Hall of Fame legend right here. I'm here with the sauce, y'all. We gonna chop it up real soon. Back in the kitchen with Chop Chop Kitchen.
Yeah, you know the vibe.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Kailua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.